Hey everybody, Joe coming to you for another Monday morning coffee, and I am waiting for the train because I needed a change of scenery, needed a change of pace. So I'm going into New York City for the day and we'll do some photography there. So let's see what I can find. There's my train, gotta go. So I made it out of Warwick. I had a nice little train ride and I am now in New York City. In fact, I'm in Times Square. Take a look around. There's lots going on, lots of people. It's a really lovely day. It's going to be almost 50 degrees today, which is unusual for the first week of February. So what I decided to do was bring my 25 millimeter f1.8. I've got it on my Fuji X-T30. The reason for this camera is it's very small, unobtrusive, and I am shooting in full manual. So I've got focus peaking on, which allows me to see what's in focus. Now, one thing I can recommend when you're using focus peaking, press down the shutter because that's going to turn it off, and then fine tune your focus. If you're photographing things that are really close, it makes a big difference. So we're going to walk around the city and see what I can find. I want to see some cool foreground stuff and some cool background stuff and just have fun. It's a different kind of day for me, but let's take advantage of what this lens can do and have some fun. Let's do it. So I'm having some fun in New York. I'm trying to find some interesting things to take pictures of, and I think I'm going to hang around until dark and get some Times Square stuff at night. But in the meantime, there are certain things that when you're in the city, you don't walk past. And there are certain signs you don't ignore. And there's one of them, right over my shoulder. Do you know what that means? That means they're making the glazed donuts right now. And if you've never had a Krispy Kreme coming right off the conveyor, you're missing out on something magical. So, yeah, I've been watching calories, but I'm sorry, you can't pass this up. Let's go in. So I'm back in Times Square, the sun is setting, and what have I learned today about taking out the 25 millimeter f1.8 lens? It's a lot of fun, and it really makes you look at what you're photographing very differently. Obviously the focal length is fixed, and I found it most useful for when I was wide open. When I was at 1.8 or close to it, that's where it created some interesting results. Using it f8, f11, it was like just shooting the other lens. And in that kind of situation, I'd just rather have one of my regular zoom lenses. But for going for the super shallow depth of field with the f1.8, that was a lot of fun. It also obviously allows you to really have a fast shutter speed because at f1.8, a lot of light is coming in. So as you can see, being a warm night, Times Square is hopping. And I'm just gonna get myself a cup of coffee and a slice of pizza because, face it, New York City pizza is the best. Ooh. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys online again soon. Until then, have a great week. Bye-bye.